So, tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today, which is 2 weeks ago, on Keepin the Geek Bros, Take 2, episode 81. Tips for playing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Ditto is hiding a new Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Please put Link in Overwatch. Nintendo was founded 130 years ago. Everything announced during Inside Xbox. Facebook quietly brings back controversial feature. 19 things you can do on iOS 13 that you couldn't do before. New Battlestar Galactica series won't be a reboot. Actor who played Nog on Deep Space Nine has died. Rise of Skywalker may have another awkward love triangle. Another Superman actor is playing Superman again. Disney Plus is now available for pre-order. Smallville's Michael Rosenbaum nixes crossover as Lex. Ant-Man may not return to the big screen. Disney Parks president steps down. Kevin Feige developing a new Star Wars movie. The Samsung Galaxy Fold goes on sale again. Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum to reprise their original roles in Jurassic World 3. Spidey is back. For Squeezy Bits Picks, we've got Netflix's El Camino trailer. Love, Death, Robots is a winner. And for inebriated fitness, we've got alcohol and athletic training. All this and more on this week's episode of Keepin the Geek Bros, a family podcast, allegedly. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes, Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 81, take 2. I'm your host, Vibe, and with me is my fellow geek bro,
Darth Flex.
Alright, Darth Flex is in the building. Before we get started, Mr. Flex, tell these fine folks how to find us on social media, again.
Absolutely. Once again, you can check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Geek Bros with a 0, that's GEEKBR0S. You can also email us, send nudes, at geekbros with a 0 at yahoo.com. If you were to look at our YouTube series, Geek Bros, we did mention some giveaways and a specific way to win these giveaways, which, spoiler alert, send fucking nudes and you'll get some free shit.
Agreed.
You can also check us out on facebook.com/geekbros0. Check out pretty cool links, anything that's coming up now in the geek world, and any funny stuff that we just had to put up there where it was bashing on the Geek Bros or whatever.
Very true.
Now, the first place to find
us.
WeBeGeeksPC.com.
.com.
Thank you, Mike. All right. Now, unfortunately, this take 2 we have seemed to have our Cafe Con Leche got deported, I think.
Apparently.
But if you want to see this very lonely yet wholesome, wholesome menagerie of Egyptian cinnamon and milk chocolate, you can check us out on youtube.com/5repstudios. That's VIBEREVSTUDIOS.
That's what I'm talking about. So, gent, anything to report?
Let's see, 2 weeks ago? What did I do 2 weeks ago?
That's a good question.
I saw Aladdin 6 times. It was pretty good as a
No, you mean Aladdin, you mean the live action remake.
It was a good movie, not like a good Aladdin like from We Know the Cartoon, but it was a good reimagining of the Aladdin story, which is not a Disney story, by the way, but it was a good reimagining. I enjoyed it. I like Will Smith, and I really like the music. Let's see, what else? I saw it illegally on Cody, which is pretty good movie, I have to say.
The first one or part 2?
Part 2.
Did you see part 1?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've seen all of them. And I love clowns. I don't know how grown people are afraid of clowns. Like, seriously. I think they're just trying to be cute, but it's stupid.
Wasn't there like a viral sensation where like these clowns were appearing on the streets and like hurting people or whatever?
But that's different. Like, you should be afraid because they're hurting you, not because it's a dude in a mask. You know, I mean...
I don't know. I think dudes in masks is a red flag for...
No, of course. But, like, okay. The fact that it's a clown shouldn't scare you. Like, if
you
go to McDonald's, you see Ronald McDonald's, and you're starting to start crying as a 30-year-old woman, you should kill yourself.
I don't know, dude. I've listened to some serious creepypastas about Ronald McDonald, so just saying.
You know, the girl, Bella Melathon,
Okay.
who always comments on our Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
She is really into creepypastas, and she's really into cosplaying.
Really?
She's actually an actress, and she's been in a lot of Disney stuff.
Has she?
Yeah. So check her out. She's pretty talented.
We should review.
Probably one of the most adorable little girls in the world, but she's really good at jiu-jitsu.
We should do
Muay
an
Thai.
inebriated reviews on her Disney Channel appearances. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think she did something in Cars, like the most recent Cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, she likes to cosplay as creepypastas, which is pretty interesting. I never knew what it was until she actually introduced me to it. It's crazy that I'm learning from a 9-year-old, but
Listen, then who says an old dog can't be taught new tricks?
I've never heard that.
Old,
Actually, no, I did in Lethal Weapon.
old dogs can't
Danny Glover
can't
said it.
teach an old dog new tricks?
Yeah, I heard Mel Gibson say to Danny Glover.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that's unfortunate.
but I digress.
You do digress. All right, what's going on with the Geek Bros? Well, we released a mini-sode last week because of the issue that I had with the audio, which made us lose the original 81 and 82. Yes, that is 3 hours plus of raw footage with no audio, and it was really good episodes. I feel so... I don't know what's worse, the fact that I screwed up and didn't get the audio, or the fact that they were so good, and all I have is video, and I mean, I'll cut to like a little clip of it, but all you're going to see is us just... so... It was good times.
It's still art, though. We are
still
gonna
art.
dub the shit.
We
out
are
of
going to
this.
do some horrible dubs.
It's gonna be like funny voiceovers.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to dub each other. It'll be really funny. But other than that, we did release finally not finally, it wasn't that long, but we did release finally the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. It's a 20-minute plus. 24 minute? Or is it
27?
I could have sworn it was closer to 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 30-minute review
It was pretty fun.
of Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. If you watch it, it's very reminiscent of the old ways of Geek Bros, the old way I used to edit, with a lot of movements and a lot of funny clips. I really wanted to go into the original style. All that's missing from it really is like the overuse of graphics. I didn't want to do that because it would take too long to render.
Well, it's appropriate because there was no overuse of graphics in the Dark Crystal.
Exactly. So all you get is like one spoiler graphic, and that's it. No tomatoes to the face, no random like hearts or whatever. But it was a really fun episode to edit, and I really want you guys to watch it because it was one of the few times in a while that I've actually had a good time editing a video and actually enjoying it. I really wanted to put my all into it. Like, there's random clips, digressions. So I'd say definitely check that out. It's a lot of fun. So that's it. So you got the Age of Resistance, Dark Crystal review, and you have the last week's video recap of the mini-sode that we did just to throw it in there. So coming soon, of course, will be the this video recap. Video recap is 81 and 82. Coming soon will also be the Dark Crystal, the movie review, which is actually going to be shorter. It's only 24 minutes of raw footage, so that'll be like a 15-minute episode. And I still have our reaction to the Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker official trailer, and hopefully we're gonna see Joker and film that. So look forward to that. So that's what's coming for the Geek Bros. On my script, it says, today is a fantastic return of random mixed drinks, courtesy of Tipsy Bartender. So, in this particular, the original version of this episode, we were drinking the Takis-infused tequila with just a kiss of fresh lime squeeze. And I said, I had you guys drink. So, I'm going to cut to it now, and this is what we're looking at. So, this is us drinking it, and these are our reactions. So, I guess, since they can't, unfortunately, see how we reacted or listen to how we reacted, review that drink. What it was Takis. Takis are these like chili lime rolled up chips, and they sat in tequila, and they were infused for about say 20 minutes. Shook it around, and believe it or not, it was supposed to be a shot that I turned into a drink, and it was for me one of the worst things I ever made. It still looked good. All right, I made some simple syrup. I crushed up some of the stuff and rimmed it with it. That's what she said, and put like a lime wedge on the side. But man, did they taste terrible. What did you... And you finished yours before both of us.
I chugged it. It was the only way.
Ugh.
It was the only way. It was terrible. It tasted like earwax and what I can only imagine is like a rotten human corpse with earwax and then a little bit of spice and lime to it. The aftertaste was, believe it or not, fucking terrible. Mm-hmm. I ate one of the Takis It tasted good, but then
The aftertaste. Oh my god. Okay, so I had a jug of the Takis that were infused. They were now as the tequila infused with its flavor, it itself infused with the tequila. And so, whose idea? It was your idea to eat those. So we had one, and at first, it was good, and then we all started to tear up. Answer that phone. We were all started to tear up, and it got really bad. It was like, man, you know what? I think I should cut to that clip. It's here somewhere. I don't know. Again, if you guys are listening to us, the podcast, you really should watch the video recap so you can see what I'm cutting to and what the original episode looked like, minus the sound. But I will never make that drink again. So, to make up for it, what I did end up doing is we decided to make mixed drinks from, I got an old Christmas gift, and it had different, mixtures right here. And, yeah, I don't know. Can you see it?
Peach Bellini for me.
So he's doing peach Bellini. I'm doing Wayland Winter watermelon. These are cocktail mixers. I got it as a Christmas gift, and because I wasn't sure if we were gonna make any drinks today, I didn't get anything special for the Takis infused. What's that? What are you doing? What was that? Whose cord? I know that. I put it in there. I'm on a podcast. I want to, I have my offspring here, guys. Just full disclosure, it's not normal, but they're slumming it for an additional day, so you'll hear me probably trailing off.
Let all the fine ladies out there in Geek World know that even though he has kids, he is available.
I am available, and the fact that I have kids makes me domesticated, responsible, fun, reliable, creative.
He cooks pretty good,
and that too.
Yeah.
So, and I make fantastic drinks. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I'm not mixing, look, I chose that drink on purpose. It really was on purpose. But I thought it was gonna taste like salty and limey. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yes, this is what I got for Christmas, and so we're making these mixed drinks. Again, mine is winter watermelon cocktail mixer. You have peach what?
Bellini.
Okay, peach Bellini. So let's cling to this. All right, we're gonna sip this. Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the watermelon in this is amazing.
Yeah, but I taste the lime. No, not the lime. The mint. Yeah, mint is good.
God, I love being in the bar.
There's nothing like podcasting with a drink in your hand. That's all I can say. And with that being said, we also have some rum cream, and we're gonna finish this right now. We're gonna take a shot of this rum cream. Just let me see. I'm pouring the rum cream. I think I need to split it up because rum cream. Oh, good, there's plenty.
I got that.
Huh? Yeah, rum cream. There we go. All right, we're gonna take a shot of rum cream. Now, I got this from Jamaica not a long time ago, last summer? No, a year ago. Okay, and it's delicious. So rum cream shot. We're gonna have nothing for episode 82. So good, so good. So that is my way of making up for that Takis drink.
Redneck spinach, bro.
I know that's right.
My wife. I'm not even married. But it makes me want to get married and beat her.
Yes, absolutely. And with that being said, episode 81, take 2, starts now. We're getting into Fresh Scent. Fresh Scent. The battle for Azeroth continues, even though I think you said in the last episode that wait, was it this episode or was it the one? Which one did you say? One of the episodes. Okay, the original this episode, but is this the last one we're doing, or it's back again?
It's not. To my surprise,
okay,
the developers and writers at Blizzard are going strong. I mean, they're just throwing shit.
Really?
You have to really be immersed in the actual war campaign and the story of it. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was over.
Well, you did, because you literally said, "Okay, take this off the list. We're not going to be talking about this for a while."
I wake up and I read this dialogue. I'm like, "Wait, what?"
I think I actually took it off my template. I gotta go back and put it back on.
For 82.
No, I think I took it off the original, the main template back that we're actually making.
Yeah, it's still going on.
So, all right. Well, Battle for Azeroth continues. Brought to you by Darflex.
All right. So, 2 weeks ago, or last week, right? Or was it 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Last week.
Was it last week? It was last week.
Last week in the Battle for Azeroth. Now, as you know, if you've been following the war campaign for the new expansion, Battle for Azeroth, Sylvanas is being the ultimate cunt.
Okay. Understood.
Kind of screwing over everybody, the Alliance and the Horde. So much so that the Horde and the Alliance actually came together to take down Sylvanas and her new Horde or whatever.
Her new whore?
Horde.
Oh, okay.
Because she is a whore. Actually, look up Sylvanas on Pornhub.
No!
You're welcome. You're welcome. No, it's really good cinematic in-game graphics. Yo, whoever did it, oh my god, dude. I never wanted to bang an undead elf so much in my life. All right, so the Alliance, as you know, High Lord Saurfang was meeting up with King Anduin Rin, which is the late Varian Rin's son.
Yeah, I know.
And he pretty much said, "Hey, I need help. We need to, bring this cunt down." And then Sylvanas actually sent assassins to kill Thrall, the original war chief of the Horde from Warcraft 3. One of Ogrim Doomhammer's good friends.
Mm-hmm.
God rest his soul as well. So Saurfang went to go warn Thrall, we need you this and that. While he was there, they found an assassin that went to kill Thrall. So Thrall kind of, went back to the Horde once again. He was kind of just living a very peaceful life, being a farmer, had a wife and kids. So now the Alliance and the Horde are together, and they march towards Orgrimmar, which is the capital of the Horde, but also the capital city of the Orcs. In doing so, they're going to prepare for one of what it looks like in the cinematic, which you can find it on Wowhead. Shout out to Wowhead, good stuff.
I like Wowhead.
It is what I can only describe as almost like an invasion force in front of the gates of Orgrimmar, ready to fight the Horde or Sylvanas' Horde, because a lot of the actual Horde that we know is with the Alliance and the Horde. Now, as you also know, High Priestess Whisperwind, Tarana Whisperwind, is not in the picture. She kind of left after, the burning of Tedrasil and everything kind of went down. She disappeared. So the Night Elves kind of had no leader at the moment. I mean, they do, but they didn't have, she just wasn't in the picture. I think it was someone else, like Chandris was probably the one doing it. All right, so at the gates of Orgrimmar, there's a bunch of undead archers and dark sentinels and Sylvanas herself. Saurfang, being the gangster he is, but also because if you know his backstory, he's sort of so much pain. He's literally had to hold his son in his arms. That he died. He had to see his son get reanimated into a death knight, which they had to fight. So I mean, he's had a lot of pain. He's been around since the first war, since the first invasion of Azeroth, when the Orcs came from Draenor or Outland after it got blasted.
You mean in Warcraft 1?
Yes.
There was a Warcraft
Yes.
Orcs versus humans somehow? Or
Yep. So he's been in it since day one. So, and he loves his Horde. He is extremely loyal. He is a man of honor. Since the burning of Tedrasil, there was no honor in that because you were just killing women and children. Sylvanas did that, being the ultimate cunt she is. Saurfang has not been on board since then, but he still was loyal to the Horde because even though he didn't agree with Sylvanas, he was there to serve his people. So in this massive battle that's about to take place, there's going to be a lot of lives lost from both the Horde, the Alliance, and Sylvanas' force. Saurfang walks up to the gates of Orgrimmar and challenges Sylvanas to a Mak'gora, which is a one-on-one fight, that which leaders or any warrior would take to kind of, settle their differences.
Without going to war with your men.
Which is not always just done at war. It's done at any time. You can just challenge someone like a duel.
Okay.
But he says, hey, we don't need to spill this much blood. We don't need this much death. Azeroth itself is already falling apart. So he challenges for Mak'gora. The winner, whatever. And so she comes down, she accepts. And they start fighting. At first, she's kind of like messing him up. Because he's an older orc guy. I mean, he's got to be at least 100 years old.
Right.
But, he does hold his own. He is an outstanding warrior. And they are fighting and so on. And then so Sylvanas kind of slashes him up a little bit, gets his throat, gets his chest and everything. And he's an orc, so there's a lot of meat. It's not like she's, cut his jugular or anything. And now he just kind of remembers what he's fighting for, and the fire just built up inside of him. He just starts waiting on Sylvanas, just beating her down. And then he backs up, and then she does what I can only describe as a Hadouken. And one shot kills Saurfang.
Oh, snap. When
that happens, right, everybody looks at her, and she screams out, the Horde is nothing, you all are nothing, this and that. And then, you see, her sentinel, the ones who are on her side, go like this. Like, this bitch.
Well, because are they Horde too?
Well, I mean, she's she's selfish. She's
right.
supposed to be for her people, but she's not.
Okay.
She's not. If you read the books, it's all a ruse.
Okay.
For those who don't want to follow her, she'll kill them. She's a bitch. But then she kind of realizes, oh fuck, I have nobody now. So she is also the Banshee Queen. So she can turn into like a Banshee.
Okay.
But she does so and kind of just poofs away from the battleground.
Okay.
And then they pick up Seraphine. They give him his rightful ceremony as the warrior. And that is it for the war campaign as we know it so far.
Okay.
Though, as we know, she's not dead, and she is a very, very powerful being. It's going to be very interesting where it goes from here, because right now, the Alliance and the Horde are not at war.
Okay.
And that has happened before many times, most noticeably in Warcraft 3 when they came together to defeat the Burning Legion.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, they're not at war. So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen. They're not at war. The Forsaken, which are the undead, have no leader because Sylvanas is gone.
Mm-hmm.
The Horde has no war chief because Sylvanas is gone.
Mm-hmm.
In the Alliance, they're all kind of just recovering from all the losses they've suffered. The Night Elves have no leader at the moment because she's gone.
Okay.
Who knows what she's doing. So the battle for Azeroth, I think this is actually the beginning of the battle for it, because now it's up in the air. What's going to happen?
So it's a power vacuum for everybody, pretty much.
It seems like it's a power vacuum, but like everybody in the vacuum is on this. It's weird because there should be a power vacuum. Like everybody's gonna fight for it, but I don't think anybody's gonna fight for it because like
they're tired of war.
They're tired of war, and they've suffered so much loss, and they realized they were tricked by this bitch to forsake all they love and all they fight for. Because believe it or not, a lot of these factions are based on honor or earth or just the love of life.
Wind or fire?
Actually, yes, that is one of the things they say. The shamans, wind and fire. Yeah, it's crazy. Look, he does play Warcraft.
Earth,
right.
wind, and fire. All right. Well, you want to tell these fine people where we, even though I haven't been on in 2 weeks or so, play?
Yeah. You guys can find us on the Burning Blade server. Okay. Unfortunately, it's PvP, but these pussies don't want a PvP.
Over.
Our guild is the Harbingers of Darkness. Join us. We have money. We have cool shit. We'll help you out. My character's name is Zul Rojas. He's a... no, sorry, it's Thuglo. Thuglo, and he's a rogue goblin.
Oh.
Level 60, I think.
Well, my character is, of course, Vibe, no surprise. And I'm a level something. What am I, a gremlin? I'm a gremlin. Oh, who's that?
You're a goblin.
I'm a goblin mage, I think.
Is dick.
Yep, sounds good. Who's this?
Garbanzo, I think.
Garbanzo. Is that really?
It has to be, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's the only one who...
Oh.
Do it.
Let's see.
Yeah, it says Lewis started a call.
Okay. Oh.
Yo.
No.
Okay, well, and guys, Garbanzo. So now we're going to switch over from the webcam to the, what is it called? To Skype. So you're going to see a little jarring. It's going to change a little bit, but understand we do this because we care. We absolutely care. So
We love you.
We do. And that one. And we're starting here. You can hear us, right, Garbanzo?
Clearly as a bell.
I know that's right. It's good to see you. Good to see you. All right, we
Good
are.
to see you, gents, as well. And I'm glad to be able to hear you. That means the mics are working.
Huh? No, I turned that one off. That mic so that video's off. So now this is gonna and we're gonna start from here. So it's gonna be 2 different videos. So I can actually take let me not. I said I did. All right. So like I told the audience, we are doing a take 2 of episodes 81 and 82. And to make things a little bit more complicated, we have 2 of us here, and then we also have there you go. So that works. What is this? Did I just do it? I don't remember if I did it. So Garbanzo, you anything to report?
Honestly, just super excited about going to Galaxy's Edge in a couple weeks. And besides that, I'm looking forward to that and happy to be here, man.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, so we're already in fresh scent, just so you know, because again, guys, the Garbanzo is joining us from Skype. So Darflex and I are in the studio. Garbanzo's joining us from Skype, and we are redoing episode 81. This is take 2. So we're gonna move on to tips for playing The Legend of Zelda. This article comes from Kotaku.com, and again, we're gonna run right through it. So let's get right to it. Make sure you do trading quests. Be aware that you can combine items. Buy a shovel for a good time. Steal from the shopkeeper. I love that. Get your stuff back. Get the ocarina as soon as you can. Don't miss the frog song. Oh, there you go. Are you playing the game?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will be.
You know what I need to do? I need to put the headphones in.
Just
What are you gonna do?
make this bigger so we can actually see.
Oh, I don't think it does that. Oh, it does do that. Hold on.
Interesting.
What, my setup?
Yes.
There we go. Oh no, we need this to hear him. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. This is gonna be a very interesting episode. We need to hear you from the speakers. There's probably gonna be an echo, but I'll just turn it down. All right. What happened? You wanna?
Yeah, you can just make it bigger. Just pull it down.
No, I
Like,
never see
just
myself.
Go to the edge of it.
The edge of what? Oh, this?
Yeah, like that.
If it helps, what I'll do is I can mute while I'm not talking.
Nah. You need to see what you're doing,
I
Flex.
like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't really. I don't. I don't ever look at myself because I have low
Yeah,
self-esteem.
you do. You're probably like in the mirror, like tucking your shit in. What you fucking?
Yeah, so sucking it in like.
Why the fuck am I so hard?
We're gonna move on with the list. Sorry, just take two. It happens. Oh, by the way, Garbanzo, you're missing some drinks. We told the audience we're drinking. I have these little cocktail bottles that I got for Christmas. So we just basically grabbed two random ones, threw them in a cup, put some mint in it,
Nice.
threw some watermelon vodka in it, and we're just having a blast. And we took a shot of some Jamaican rum. So I want you to know that you're missing out on some good times.
I promise to make it up next time.
We will hold you to that. All right, so back to the list.
Really quick, before we go to that list,
No, go to the list.
you know that Crystal Skull vodka you have behind you? Did you know that's Dan Aykroyd's vodka?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything in that? Is it empty or is it?
Check it all now.
Is there anything in it?
It's about half. It's about half.
Have you listen? I hear it's really smooth, right? And I know it almost killed not it almost killed him, but he was on not that Letterman. Who was it? The old guy.
Larry King?
No, is it Larry King? I don't know, but basically they took a shot on air, and he basically coughed.
You know,
but
so he distills it over diamonds. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Bro, look at the how they make this vodka. It's very interesting.
Really? Have you tried the crystal head? Is it the skull head?
I've had it, but I haven't had it straight, but I've had it mixed.
Do it.
Is it good?
Don't mix it. That is a sin. If you're gonna put anything in it, do a little bit of orange juice and put an orange peel in it, but don't mix it. Don't mix it. It's really
okay.
good.
I need you not to finish that off before Friendsgiving, and let's finish that thing off in Friendsgiving. I'm dead serious. Leave that be. Or even better, I'll even buy an additional one. So we have a bottle and a half. Those things are like $50. I thought about buying it. Well, not. I was just at ABC when I got the other alcohol. I saw it. It was like $50. I was like, I want that, but I don't. It's too expensive.
I love that bottle itself. The bottle itself is actually really cool.
It's cool. It
was given to me as a Christmas gift one year because they're like, oh, I just thought it was really nice, and they gave it to me.
Can we go ahead and tag Dan Aykroyd and ask for a sample bottle?
Oh God,
Dan, please. We lived in Ghostbusters. Oh, and God, I love aliens too. I believe in them, and I love Coneheads.
Agreed.
Also, there's
stuff.
There's also what's it called?
What is it called?
I don't remember.
Excellent. Back to the list. Don't miss the frog song. Okay. And when in doubt, look for cracks in the wall. There's a seashell sensor now, and to figure out the final dungeon, go to the library. The final bosses are weak to specific items. So those are your tips for playing Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Switch, which looks absolutely amazing.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it looks amazing. We're gonna move on to this article comes from comicbook.com. Ditto is hiding as a new Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Basically, from what the article says, Ditto actually is in the game now, and Ditto is actually hiding as Pokemon. So you run into random.
In Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Hold on. No. He's been in the game. I've caught Ditto many times in Pokemon Go.
They said they said based upon this article that he was elusive. He wasn't coded into it, and only recently Ditto is now in the game, and he appears as several different Pokemon, like a Beatoff, a Weedle. What? Go for it. I can't hear what you're saying. You have something to say, Garbanzo?
Okay, so Ditto was in the game prior to, but it was like a Secrete or like base level like a Pidgey. Now what they're saying is that now they're being coded for these new Pokemon as well.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
let's see, 'cause
Well, because
I,
no,
I
'cause it
saw
says
like
here,
10 of
It says
them.
Pokemon Go players have discovered that Ditto is disguising himself as several new Pokemon. Ditto is one of the first great mysteries of Pokemon Go, a Pokemon species missing from the game that players theorized needed to be unlocked.
Fake
So they
news.
said it was missing from the game. So
Shade.
basically, but okay, if you're saying so, you play it, so you know. But they basically said it's been missing from the game. But he is now as new species: a Beedorf, a Weedle, a Numel, a Seedot, a Skitty, a Ladybug. Oh God, I hate this.
Hey, does
Ladybug.
hey does that quick question? Does the
Wormwood.
beat off? What does that evolve into?
A penis.
Yes, a Beedorf penis, a really messed up Beedorf penis.
A hoot hoot
A
and a
hoot hoot and a
Paris.
Paris. So yeah, so basically, if you catch these Pokemon, in Pokemon Go, it might turn into a Ditto. So
You know what we're gonna do? A Geek Bros brunch for the most. No homo.
we can do that.
Because if it's three guys, it's not gay.
No, definitely not. We can do it for inebriated
Reviews?
reviews. I'm telling you, we need to start doing the reviews. We need this for our Patreon.
We should do it at like 7 in the morning. Just start morning drinking like fucking savages.
Yeah,
Like,
but I want to do it at a different location. I want a different look for this. I want it to be like us in like friggin' Hugh Hefner like
we should save money and
mhm.
do like a 3-day Airbnb just for Geek Bros content. Like we'll get an Airbnb 3 days and we'll do nothing but just bro out.
That's a good idea.
And fucking just film, drink, and just Geek Bros just Geek Bros.
Basically Chicago.
Yes, but without the actual having to do work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
Like we're gonna just chill and we're gonna film.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Garbanzo, what do you think?
I might be able to pull it off. It depends when. But for that, I have to wait till next year when I actually have time to take off.
Yeah.
No, I don't think soon.
Let's plan for 2020, which is not that far away.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Yeah.
That in Brazil. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Blizzard, please put link in Overwatch. Now, this article comes from Kotaku.com. Now, while this animation video looks exactly like something Blizzard would release as part of some dream. This is a part of some dream Zelda X Watch crossover event, the upcoming Switch version, whatever. It's amazing that he's not basically in it. What we're looking at is a rendering of what Link would look like if he was in Overwatch, and it is amazing.
It is amazing.
It looks really good.
It looks beautiful.
Bullets is fucking shit.
Yeah, he's got like a Wonder Woman type thing. We actually reviewed this, looked at it before. Wonder Woman was one. He does the same move Wonder Woman did, in the same way. The bullets are coming, and he's doing the same thing.
She's not real.
She's not. Link is not real either.
You don't know that.
Good point. So yeah, I liked what I look at. I mean, I don't really play Overwatch. No, I mean,
it's fine.
Let me rephrase it. I don't ever play Overwatch. I've never played Overwatch. I've only watched like one Cosmonaut video laughing about it. Cosmonaut sent us free stuff. He's a YouTuber. So other than that, I don't know much about it. But you guys have seen this. You guys think he would do well in Overwatch? I know because Overwatch. I mean, he does well in Smash Brothers because it's melee.
Well, no,
he's not.
There's a character. I forget his name. The Japanese character. He fights with a katana.
Oh, he does.
And one of his attacks he shoots like a spiritual dragon. I can absolutely see Link doing the same thing. He can also use his bow and arrow.
Right.
He can throw bombs.
Yes, absolutely.
He
wouldn't be the first.
And I can also see him turning into like from the Twilight Princess into the wolf and just like going up to people and like
Wall Street, right?
Because there are a lot of melee characters in Overwatch that aren't necessarily like ranged characters.
Okay. All right.
Like yeah.
Didn't know that. So that'd be cool. So Overwatch, make it happen. Geek Bros approved. All right, we're moving on to everything announced during Xbox Inside Xbox. This article comes from Kotaku.com, and I'm just gonna run through it. There's more games coming to the Xbox Game Pass. Xbox One, Jump Force, Blood. What? Oh, he froze. Garbanzo, you there?
Stroke.
Garbanzo.
Should we call EMS?
I hope it's not us that's frozen.
No, we're not frozen.
Okay, cool stuff. Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, cool. So, more games are coming to Xbox Game Pass. At Xbox One, Jump Force, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, and Lego Worlds are being added on PC. Cities, Skylines, Saints Row 4, Bad North, and Dirty Rally 2.0. And the Xbox Game Pass itself will be updated as well with improvements to the interface. More indie games will also be coming to the Game Pass, including Genesis Noir, Lonely Mountains Downhill, and Demon's Tilt. The rest of the lineup will be shown on Xbox Game Pass Video September 26th, which of course already passed. So Project xCloud, the service will let people play Xbox console games on phone, tablets, via streaming. We'll have a public preview beginning in October, so you should check that out. Atlas, the pirate MMO.
That's gonna be great.
that released in early access on Steam last year will be arriving on Xbox One on October 8th. So check that out. And there are other trailers for like Children of Morta, which is coming out October 15th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Cold Vein, September 27th, The Outer Worlds, October 25th, After Party, October 29th, Tropico 6, September 27th, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, the beta is coming out soon or already came out. The full game is in October 4th, which already came out. Hitman 2, Haven's Island expansion is out. New DLC for Ace Combat 7, and a new map for Days called Livonia. So that's it for Inside Xbox. We're gonna move on
I
to.
gotta say,
We're not gonna move on to.
I'll say one more thing.
No, by all means.
I love the Ghost Recon games. I only play them for the PS4, but I have Game Pass Ultimate, so it kind of sucks. It's gonna be the first time I ever play a Ghost Recon game on the Xbox. I'm an adult now, so I gotta pay bills. So
Allegedly.
I'm gonna go ahead and fucking. Man, mortgage is cheaper, but it's fucking so expensive, man.
Well, you hear the oxymoron? Mortgage is cheaper, but it's so fucking expensive.
I still gotta pay for school too, man.
Yeah.
So that's. I go to a private school. So
I didn't know you were back in school. When the hell did you go to school?
My question is, when it never stopped.
It's the master's program.
I don't remember any of that.
But that's just like another $50,000 in debt that I'm gonna be in.
Fantastic.
Oh, sorry, my timing was off.
Here I'm still trying to get my AAS, but we got people with masters over here. So I am the definition of a dream deferred. All right, we're moving on to Nintendo was founded 130 years ago. This article comes from Kotaku.com. I am just going to basically say that on September 23rd, 1889, oh, geez, somebody, who's that? Fujajiro?
Fusajiro
Yamauchi. Whatever. He founded Nintendo Kopai, means cards, in Kyoto, Japan. Originally, it was a playing card company. The company would go on to revolutionize the video games forever. When the company was first founded, Nintendo made a handful of playing games. It was only 3 years earlier that the Japanese government legalized cards, which are famous for gambling. So, yeah.
Question.
Believe it, yeah.
You think they were the first ones to put those little nudie girls on the cards?
Nah.
Those were the Germans.
Yes.
But also, I want to remind you once again, these were the same. This is the same company that helped the Axis forces during World War II, and these guys are solely responsible for the engines that bombed Pearl Harbor. So, do you really like Nintendo? Like, how? Yeah, I do. I like Nintendo. I just like war.
You like war? Roosevelt helped
Kill
you out with
Ducklings.
that. Yes. Watch the review. All right, we're gonna move on to inebriated fitness.
Oh, shit.
What?
This is good.
Oh, okay. What did you make? You made another one.
Yeah.
You just added more stuff to it.
Okay, so now Darflex is drinking strawberry punch, another cocktail mix. What alcohol did you use? The same watermelon alcohol? Pretty much. Pretty good. All right, we're moving on to inebriated fitness, which is very appropriate. Darflex is an exercise physiologist with a BS in exercise and sports science. He's a certified CSCS strength conditioning coach, a CISSN sports nutritionist, sports injury specialist, and currently an MMA weight cut specialist and nutritionist, and currently accepted to a master's program.
Yeah, Masters in Sports Science.
Masters in sports science. This man is going to be so professional. He's going to be so professional. He's not even going to need Geek Bros anymore. Alcohol and athletic training. Now, they say alcohol impairs muscle growth. Not only does working out under the influence increase your likelihood of injury, but it also can impede muscle growth. Long-term alcohol use diminishes protein synthesis, resulting in a decrease of muscle growth. So that's what I got for this topic. Darflex, by all means, sock it to us.
In the spirit of this current topic, Vibe will not chug his drink.
I will?
You will.
Okay, I will.
Because, look at it. There you go. Yeah. Come on.
I am so proud.
Yes.
That is delicious.
It is, right? Okay. Training and alcohol. Can you train and see result and drink alcohol?
Allegedly.
Short answer, yeah, of course. Now, like almost anything in life, there is a time and a place to do it.
Okay.
When I was my leanest and I was competing for NPC, which is a physique tournament, I was drinking the most I've drank in my life. Primarily because I was trying to bang this one lesbian chick who, cha-ching, score, did it.
But she's lesbian.
That's what she thought. So, dude, I'll show you some pictures of her. She's fine as
Oh,
fuck.
please, by all
I'm
means.
so happy Jillian doesn't listen to this shit. But this was way before her, so
Of course.
yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong.
What happens in the past stays in the past.
Yeah.
I wish you would let the passed out Garbanzo and show me something.
So,
Look at his face. Look at his face.
yeah. Asian sensation.
Yes.
So the liver has two common functions towards humans, as modern humans, right? One is breaking down fat. So we transport fatty acids to break down fat in the liver. The gallbladder also does that. So if you wonder why we have a gallbladder and what bile is for, is in the intestinal tract, bile does break down some fatty acids. Okay. So the liver also breaks down alcohol. When the liver breaks down alcohol, one of the byproducts of breaking down alcohol is H2O2, which is hydrogen peroxide. Now, if you ever took chemistry or any kind of basic biology or whatever, you know that hydrogen peroxide is toxic to humans and will kill us if we ingest it. You can give it to your dog to make them throw up. It's not toxic to them, but if they swallow something they shouldn't, just give them some hydrogen peroxide, they'll puke it out.
Wow.
And just for the record, wait. It doesn't happen instantly. You have to wait a few minutes. Because if you make a mistake of, it's not going to happen, then you take them in a car to go to the vet, they go in the car.
It sounds like you have personal experience with this.
I may have.
Okay.
All
right, so that's why we have alcohol poisoning and people do die from it. It's because the toxicity in our bodies from the byproducts of alcohol. That's what kills us. Okay. So ask yourself, if your goal is to lose weight, if you're always drinking, your liver's not going to efficiently break down fatty acids. You're more likely to store it, and you're more likely to store it in the liver, therefore getting some kind of alcohol-induced fatty acid syndrome. Okay. There's also non-alcoholic fatty acid syndrome, which is just eating fucking processed shitty foods, but that's neither here nor there. It does impair muscle growth in the sense that not necessarily like it's going to stop your muscles from growing, but if your body's busy, for the most part, you won't get a good workout if you're drinking every single day. Plan your workouts. Let's say you work out Monday through Friday. Good. Saturday you want to drink? That's fine. The thing is, here's the problem is overdoing it. You can abuse anything. You can abuse motherfucking chicken McNuggets, okay? I mean, look at Roseanne. Now,
wow.
You want to make sure you time it properly. And another thing is, too, if you're lifting heavy and you don't give yourself time to recover before you drink, that's going to be a big issue, because if your body's trying to recover but you're constantly putting alcohol in it, you're going to become catabolic. What does that mean? Your muscles start getting eaten by your body. You want to be in an anabolic state, not a catabolic. Okay? Anabolic, build muscle. Catabolic, eat your own body. So,
like a cannibal. I get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was going to say that too, but I didn't want to sound like I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, well, you know what? Somebody had to say it.
Understood.
It's kind of a outplayed term, but it's the whole play hard or work hard, play hard. Yeah, absolutely true. Work hard, and then you're able to play hard. But make sure that you're actually, if you're goal oriented, you may have to be
drop hard
and really, really limit your drinking. Okay, and it's supposed to drink a little bit. Just don't get plastered. Don't go all out like frat boy drinking. If you're trying to, for example, drop down to 15% body fat and put on like 10 pounds of muscle. No, and absolutely, if you are taking steroids, like androgenic and anabolic steroids, I highly recommend do not drink on it. Specifically oral steroids, like the pills, because for the most part, that may kill you. Your liver will fail because you have to, even if you're taking Organ Shield, when you take the pill steroid, you got to take Organ Shield. Whether it's milk thistle or some kind of Organ Shield, which is just a product you buy. So your liver doesn't have to get so damaged from processing the pills. Injectables, much safer, much easier. Cost a little bit more, but if done right, it is much safer. It's not as hard on your liver. Okay, though, if you're drinking on the pills, there's a very good chance you will have to rush to the hospital. You get something similar to jaundice. Like your liver will fail.
Basically, the liver shuts down, and the liver shuts down at that point in time.
On the injectables, it's not so strict, but here's the thing: if you're spending that much money on injectable steroids, why would you drink and kind of like you're pretty much throwing that money down the toilet? Like you're here to get gains, not take steroids and stay the same because you're not making the progress you need to make. To me, it's just be smart. A regular cycle is 3 months. 3 months without drinking, I've done it. It's not that bad. It is pretty bad now that I'm older, but it's not that bad. Okay, so make sure you're cautious about that. If you're putting money and chemicals into your body, make sure you lay off the alcohol. For women, it's not that bad because for the most part, you're not trying to get massive unless you're competing. You just want to drop a little bit of fat, which is great. For women, it's a lot easier. You just pretty much just not gonna eat like a whale. But a majority of women's goals, what is it? Fat ass and flat stomach, right? Okay. Don't drink heavily if you're trying to lose belly fat. You'll build muscle. It's fine. It's a little bit harder because you don't have as much testosterone, but just be careful, when you're doing it because a majority of the goals for women is belly fat. As humans, we deposit fat right here, okay? Right here and in between our thighs. So if your goal is the flat belly, no cellulite and so on, it is specifically females. It is gonna inhibit your goal because we're gonna not get that stubborn fatty acids out of where we need to get it to burn it.
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't mind a thigh gap. I mean, I think I look good with one.
Agreed.
I think you would too, actually. Like, it'd be great, like for the Garbanzo's corner, just how you're standing, like in the sunrise at the beach. And we just take a picture right between your two thighs. You see like the light coming. Wisdom comes in many forms. But this is a relative topic because also all human bodies are different. All I can say is drink responsibly. Make sure that when you're actually putting your work in, don't party. Party when it's time to party and work when it's time to work. That's pretty much it. Just have discipline. That's all.
All right. That's actually as good as it gets. Thank you, sir. If you want more fitness or nutrition tips, or you'd like to see some of those sweet UFC posts, then follow my man here on Instagram. That's DarthFlex, DARTH_FLEXX. We're moving on to Gadgets R Us. Facebook quietly brings back a controversial feature. Well, the feature that I'm referring to is what are you doing? Are you looking at Facebook contractors have been listening to Hey Portal all over again. So it's back to normal, man. We're back to employees listening to your random audio clips and in their version to enhance audio quality, to enhance certain functions, and they're taking random clips or like random audio snapshots, just listening to you and feeding into their machine to help better the process. Here we go again with privacy issues. Are we okay with these people who have Google Homes and Alexas and YouTube Hey Portals being able to drop in and listen randomly to your audio, not knowing what you're saying, when you're saying, how you're saying it, all in the name of performance enhancement for the product? How do we feel about this? I mean, we discussed this before.
Why don't you just record it when we're using it?
Who says they aren't? Well, what they are saying,
what they don't need to record randomly. If all they do is they store the information that we give the actual machine. I don't have a problem with a ALX, whatever her name is, in knowing, that me repeating lights on, lights off, asking her questions, taking that voice and using that information. That's perfectly normal. That's perfectly okay with me. But just randomly me talking about, the dog down the street that happen to watch it, they take a shit on someone's roof and then fly away on the back of a donkey. Doesn't mean that just because that knows. Maybe I want anyone to know about the flying donkey.
No, good point. Flex.
Honestly, I mean, I can't say I care too much really because what are they gonna get from me? Bad credit. But like, here's one thing: being in the military, working for the government. Here's a loophole. I don't know if it's still in place, but you know how the U.S. Constitution or the government cannot spy on their citizens, right?
Well, I mean, did the Patriot Act change that?
No. I mean, like, okay, so like they can't,
warrantless taps. I could have sworn the Patriot Act changed that.
That's the probable cause, I think. They can't just.
Yeah, you still can't randomly. You can't tap people for random reasons.
But here's how they do it, though. From my experience, because I had a couple of friends in intelligence in the Marine Corps, so Canada can do it. Canada can absolutely do it. So they contract Canadian investigators, and it's not illegal to give us information.
No, it isn't.
Wow.
So Canada can get the information from right now. Canada can record all of this and send it to the CIA if they wanted to, without infringing on the
breaking the law. Yeah.
There's always a loophole.
Now I would say that
Meow.
this might be the last time you see Darth Lex because I might be getting blacklisted now, but the truth is out there.
That is true. All right, well, we're going to move on to 19 things you can do on iOS 13 that you couldn't do before. This is still take two, and I remember this list was lame as holy hell, and I'm not really thrilled about it, but it comes from Gizmodo.com, and I'm going to run through it real quick. 1, you can switch between dark and light modes.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2, you can set up a contact profile in iMessage.
Facebook.
Yep. Number 3, add AirPods and more to your Memoji.
Super gay.
Number 4, mute email threads in Apple Mail.
Could already do it.
Number 5, do much more with reminders.
Never used it.
Number 6, add favorites and collections in Apple Maps.
I mean, when I type in F, it puts Foxcar photo already, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, there you go. Number 7, look around Apple Street View.
Google Earth.
Yep. Number 8, reduce cellular and Wi-Fi data use.
That's a lie.
Number 9, do much more with photos and video.
Enhanced dick pics.
Well, you're using the photo enhanced dick pics. You're using the photo right now on your iPhone, right? To
the actual the front facing camera is now it can stream at 1080p.
Oh.
Let me give you a bro tip as far as cameras. If you want to send a juicy dick pic, okay. So tell a girl that
Silhouette.
you're gonna send a dick pic.
Mhm.
Get a travel size bottle of Listerine. Take a picture of your dick next to it, and when she asks, say that's a family size bottle.
Okay. Here's the thing. I get it. That's cool. But then when she sees it in person, what?
Your phone
Oh, but then she'll be in love with your personality. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
she should.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In a right? In a perfect world.
Fuck.
Moving on. Number 10, sign in with Apple. I don't know what that means. Number 11,
Some kind of
try
wrong.
Apple Arcade for free for a month. Yay.
Ugh.
Number 12, cut, copy, and paste with gestures. Number 13, do much more with notes.
Yeah.
Number 14,
Hold on.
nope.
You can cheat with notes.
What do you mean?
Okay. So there was an article on this. There's these two girls that podcast. It's something about like, I want to fuck your dad. It's like a really lewd name. So
Mhm.
a good way to not get caught cheating is so you can text in notes. What you do is write the notes
Mhm.
and send it and delete it. You can just send notes back and forth like Apple Notes, but you can't check that.
That's right.
Yep. You can so you know when you take notes, you can share the notes.
Yeah.
Who's gonna think of looking at your fucking notes for if you're cheating or not?
Wow. I'm getting me an iPhone. Let me stop.
That's some suburban white girl shit right there.
Yep.
Yeah, these are two white girls. Exactly.
I like that. Number 14, automatically close down idle tabs in Safari.
Okay.
Number 15, find devices even when they're offline.
That's actually pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Number 16, take photos in high key light mono, whatever. Number 17, set more reading goals.
Okay.
Like what?
Who reads?
Like, but even more so, like, why is that a thing? Why do we?
The last time somebody read, Mein Kampf.
You don't read. You listen to audiobooks like the rest of us.
I actually have physical books that I've
Listen,
perused.
comics
But
don't
listen.
count.
Taking a shit and
No.
reading air freshener does not count as reading.
No, it's not eye freshener. It's poopery.
Your pooper
He
reads-
reads the poopery instructions over and over again. He can recite it.
I haven't
Number
heard vanilla.
18, you can type with a swipe, which I'm being told
The Android does
that Android has been doing that forever.
Since
and
like 2012,
exactly,
bro.
this is a shame. Number 19, choose Wi-Fi networks from your control center.
Who gives a fuck?
What?
That's how you get caught cheating because if you're able to listen, if your girl goes to your friend's house and her phone automatically
Connects,
fucking connects, it's fucking cheating.
Yeah.
It's just
Get out of here.
fuck out of here.
So that's it. iPhones are lame. But if you guys love iPhones, email us, geekbros@yahoo.com, and defend your nonsense. Yes?
Okay, listen, real quick. Just jump, since everyone's jumping on the anti-iPhone bandwagon. I'm actually loving the new phone and the pictures it's taking so far, and I'm looking forward to it. It actually there's actually a the new editing for video and audio
Mhm.
is superb. So
Okay.
so I'll be testing that out and
Well,
sending you stuff.
maybe. Well, how long do you think you would need to give us a full review of the new iPhone?
Maybe by next week I should be able to do something. I'm
Okay.
just playing around with it still. I mean, I'm still like the video on it is amazing.
But that's what I'm saying is that
resolution.
I would like you to review it on Gadgets R Us. I'm asking how long will until you
Listen,
until
Yeah, I
you're
can
ready.
do it. I'll do it next week.
Next week. All right.
If not sooner.
here's a real question. How long does it even take you to get a high definition video of you getting in the Shrifty bar, if you know what I mean, out to the world? I mean, like really, really, really getting your icing in there, if you know what I mean.
I don't even know what you mean.
I mean, it's such.
You know the
Shrifty
bar?
You know, but the whole thing is that the bakery is open.
I'm not talking about the bakery, Garbanzo. I mean, I'm sure the bakery's open, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about like when are you gonna put your filling in there?
I'm trying to make the bread as we speak.
Is it not rising to the occasion? Is that what you're trying to say?
Wait, I think he's saying he's got one in the oven. Wait,
what?
Not yet. No, not yet. Like I said, we're letting you know we're going for it and see what happens.
Wait, what? Why? No. I mean, yes. No. It's too soon. It's too soon. Maybe 2-3 years.
well, I hope he has your beard on his head.
I hope so too.
We're moving on to the Samsung Galaxy Fold. Finally goes on sale this week. Again, this comes from Gizmodo.com. Samsung has announced that the Samsung Galaxy Fold officially goes back on sale in the U.S. It was on September 27th. It's the U.S.'s turn to finally get in on the Fold phone fun after Samsung delayed its initial launch to address concerns regarding durability. At launch, the $1,980, that's $1,980,
just say $2,000.
$1,980 Galaxy Fold will be available as a carrier brand phone from AT&T, which is what I've got, or as an unlocked phone model available at your select Best Buy or Samsung retail store that will work on any other major U.S. cell phone networks. However, unlike the UK, South Korea, which got the 4G and 5G versions of the Galaxy Fold, at least initially, only 4G Galaxy Fold will be available in the U.S., which kind of sucks. So, two main updates Samsung made to the Fold is in its relaunch. We're moving the protective polymer film that sits on top of the phone's flexible OLED display beneath its bezels. Oh God, bezels. How do you use bezels?
Beelzebub.
That too, so that no one can mistaken it, screen protector, and try to remove it. So one of you said that basically that's what people were doing. They were you Garbanzo, hit it. Take two.
People were physically trying to. They had to move the screen because people were trying to rip off the screen, thinking it was a screen protector.
Yeah, would you do that? Oh, is that what it was?
They were actually like lifting up the screen and cracking it.
No.
So they had to move the bezel.
Right.
They had to move the bezel over so they could use it to cover, so people realize not a screen protector.
Peppermint with watermelon.
Actual
Drinking
screen.
more. That's crazy, and it's funny, but that's how people are. We're drinking more now. Is we're gonna do I'm doing the peppermint martini just so you guys can see.
Peppermint martini.
Blueberry martini cocktail.
Yep, and all we're doing is just throwing friggin' vodka in it, watermelon vodka.
Blue power.
So blue power.
I'm a Sigma. That's my fraternity's colors.
You're in a fraternity?
The only black fraternity NSU, and I was the president. No big fucking deal.
No big deal. How did you manage that?
The ultimate culture appropriation.
How did you? Why a black? Why did you join a black one?
Because my uncle was in it, and
your uncle's black?
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Same thing.
But,
it's the same thing.
I wanted to from a kid, but also like being the president by default looks so good on a resume because they won't know that I wasn't the president by default.
Good point. Oh, by default.
Also, I get the black vote.
There you go. And with that being said, we're moving on to Squeezy Bits picks. Polygon.com, we got this from. It's the teaser for Netflix's Breaking Bad sequel El Camino recalls some gruesome details. Basically, the teaser was, which character is this again?
That's
Jesse.
Jesse in a car. I think they were listening to something on the radio explaining what happened somewhere. That's okay. Well, at least do mine then if you're gonna stab it with a pen. God, he's so insensitive. So, which one? I don't ever. I mean, he gave it just a review, and yeah, it's a cool teaser. You know, he's in.
Hey, how about Squeezy Bits? How about your fucking bitch has just comes on here and actually does the fucking review, man?
So we can. So we
Thank
know.
you, because
So
I
we
don't want
exactly.
Breaking
I
Bad.
don't want this.
Oh shit.
So we know exactly. So we know exactly what you want us to talk about. You're giving me these articles, and I'm winging it each episode because I don't know what you want to talk about. But so nobody watches Breaking Bad.
I think
Nope.
like 2 episodes. The black guy owns a fried chicken restaurant or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, but I have
that's very
I
racist.
mean,
Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? We're drinking. So
We're so lonely.
we are alone. We're drinking alone. This is what happens when Garbanzo randomly disappears and doesn't show up for our tapings. We get really sad and start drinking heavily.
oh, I miss you guys too.
For the fans, bro. Take a drink for the fans. You got a bar behind you, bro.
So
No,
yeah.
hold on.
Nobody watches that. So
No.
if Squeezy Biz you're listening, which you probably are, if you can just send us a review, you know, even if it's written, I'll read it. What exactly do you want us to discuss about this Netflix original? Anybody who does listen to so whoever, let me start over again. Anybody who does watch Breaking Bad, email us at geekbros with a 0 at Yahoo. Tell us what you like about it, because honestly, none of us watch it, so we don't have much to say.
This is so pretty, dude.
It doesn't it though? It's very nice. I like mine too. Mines are colorful. All right, moving on to Love, Death, Robots is a winner. This is Emmys.com. Love, Death, Robots wins. Who was to read this? You
Is that
read this.
Viking blood?
Viking Blood? Where?
What he's drinking?
Oh, I don't know.
No. Oh.
What's that?
Boom boom.
I don't know what that is. Is that beef jerky? Where is
No,
that?
it's boom boom. It's Caribbean rum.
Oh, really? Oh, we just
Yeah.
finished having rum.
This is actually really good. If you like real people rum, it's good.
Why does that look so thick? That's what she said. That's exactly what she said. But that rum looks thick. It poured like syrup to me from what I saw.
Some for my anniversary. It's nice.
Wow. All right. So, Love, Death, Robots for Outstanding Short Film and Animated Program. The Witness won for that Outstanding Sound and Editing for a comedy drama or drama series, half an hour. That and animation. That's Love, Death, Robots. The Secret War. Outstanding Individual Achievement in Animation. A winner for production design for The Witness, Alberto Mango. Outstanding Individual Achievement in Animation, 2009 winner is Jung Ho Kim as background designer for Good Hunting. Outstanding Individual Achievement in Animation winner David Pate as character animator for The Witness. And Outstanding Individual Achievement in Animation, Owen Sylvan as storyboard artist for Sucker of Soul. So congratulations to Love, Death, Robots rocking it at the Emmys, and it's well deserved. I mean, I assume you guys definitely agree.
I do actually.
Absolutely, man. That's a great.
I'm hoping that the next Emmys, Dark Crystal gets some Emmys. I don't know if it fits into these categories, but Dark Crystal definitely needs the Age of Resistance. It needs to be in the Emmys because
recognized.
Well, I mean, Jensen has one award, so I cannot.
Oh yeah, okay, then it definitely needs to be in there. So I'm saying I love me some Love, Death, Robots, but now it's all about Dark Crystal for me. And that's all I can think about, even doing all this. So moving on, we're moving on to Open Mic.
Open Mic.
Open Mic.
Another Superman actor is playing Superman again. His article comes from yahoo.com/lifestyle. Tom Welling returns to play Superman in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, the special big event happening in the Arrowverse on CW. I am thrilled to death to see this man come back as Superman. I'm
still waiting for Dean Cain.
Well, Dean Cain played.
Come back anymore.
Dean Cain played the father of Supergirl.
He also played a fucking in Smallville. He was a
bad guy.
A bad guy. Yeah, he was assigned to use the kryptonite to keep his wife alive through pumping kryptonite into her organs that were separated from her body.
But it's possible that he'll come back because again, he is a character in Supergirl. He's the father.
I don't think did he get hashtag Me Too?
I don't know. Did he?
Did he?
Everybody got hashtag Me Too. I mean, come on. So if you guys are thrilled about this, I'm telling you right now, when Crisis on Infinite comes out and it's coming out, where is that? Let me read it for you guys right now.
Is it next week? I think the first one's next week.
I wish. It happens on 5 shows. Supergirl, Sunday, December 8th. Batwoman, Monday, December 9th. Yes.
I thought October.
The Flash is Tuesday, December 10th. Arrow, Tuesday, January 14th. And Legends of Tomorrow, Tuesday, January 14th. It's a 5-part special. It's going to be like a massive movie. And I cannot wait. It's going to be they bring like so many characters. So if you guys are thrilled about this, let me know. Send me an email. Let's geek out together.
How gangster would it be if they brought back Chloe Sullivan?
There is. I mean, they're bringing back
I
Erica.
don't think so, man. She's
Hold
in
on.
jail right now.
Well, not yet.
No, she's in a mental hospital. She's not in prison.
They
Dude,
they are they
She
are.
got Baker acted.
Did she?
Dude.
I know she got Baker acted, but they said that there are other Smallville alumni that are being teased. We know Erica Durance is coming back as her Lois Lane. Maybe
She
Kristen.
looks very different.
No, she doesn't.
She got a tits done.
Oh, I don't know about
And
all
she had
that.
news online. I told
But
her.
she was
thought her-
she was
I
also
thought
a
her face
character in
was different.
Supergirl. She came back in Supergirl as a bad guy in Supergirl. No, not a bad guy. As Kara's real mother from Krypton, I think, or something like that. I don't remember what she came back as, but I'm just saying she might she's I don't know, but I hope it. Yep. What are you gonna say?
No, never mind.
Fantastic. We're moving on to Disney Plus is now available for pre-order. Disney Plus is now available for pre-order with a 7-day trial period. I signed up for it. This article comes from themovieweb.com. If you're not ready for if you're not already a subscriber who took advantage of the deep discounts for D23 members who subscribe to Disney Plus for $4 a month, standard subscriptions are now open for a free trial. Consumers residing in the U.S. can now sign up early for this Disney Plus and be among the first to start streaming in November 12th. I am one of those people. I cannot wait to start trying this, only because I want to watch the Marvel and the Star Wars shows because I'm a huge shill. And that's about it. Who else signed up for the free trial already?
As we discussed before, I am solely getting Disney Plus, like
For
the Disney content for the Star Wars content. Now, Disney owns ESPN. Therefore, Disney owns the UFC in the sense, as far as their content output. Obviously, the UFC is owned by WME, but being that UFC is now exclusive to ESPN, it is a Disney product. So I'm happy that the bundle includes Hulu and ESPN Plus and Disney.
Yeah, but we just I haven't found out which Hulu it has. If it's going to be the commercial-free Hulu or not.
It's going to be ad-free.
Yeah.
It's going to be the ads one. It's going to be the ad one.
I have the basic one, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
I watch Hulu and Plasma all the time. But now I'll be able to get my fights because remember, okay, the only thing okay. It's fucked up because I'm a coach.
Choose your words.
I
Choose your words.
support my fighters. But lately, since Navy gave me Cody, I've been watching the pay-per-view UFC fights on Cody. But for the big fights like Dustin versus Khabib, I did pay for that.
Also, is that why you don't host any more UFC things anywhere?
No,
anymore?
it's because before I started this new job, I was working Saturday night, so I just I missed them all. But I mean, I'll have some. As soon as I finish fixing up the house, because the house is still a mess, I'm gonna put a in the patio, like in the backyard. I'm gonna put a big white screen and have the fights there, grill, get some tiki bars, and just fucking.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, I look forward to that.
Right now, it's still a mess. Like
I got to sneaking porn out there just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Why sneak porn in your own house? I'm an adult. I can just put porn on there.
It's true. Since it's home.
No. While everyone was there, just be like all of a sudden it's like, oh, oops, my bad. I didn't know where this came from.
This weekend, in Tampa, there's a UFC event. A couple of my fighters are fighting. One of them is Amanda Ribas versus Mackenzie Durham, two of the finest chicks in the UFC, and they're both grapplers, so they're gonna go to the ground. They're gonna be on the ground, rolling around. So it doesn't matter who wins.
Everybody wins.
Doesn't matter who wins. I win.
I'm telling you, bro. Stretching had never been such a priority until this fight.
With that being said,
Hold up.
What? Oh, okay, cool. With that being said, we're moving on to Marvel fans are in for more of a heartbreak as Ant-Man may not return to the big screen. This article comes from thenews.com. Marvel fans, I just said that. They said Spider-Man, but he's back. As reported by comicbooks.com, the superhero embodied by actor Paul Rudd may be facing an end to his character on the big screen as Marvel Studios may not have any future plans for Ant-Man 3. However, the character will be pursued further on the small screens with Disney Plus shows and other things like that. So, but is it sad?
It's bullshit.
What do you mean?
Look, listen. I much rather they do this to fucking Captain Marvel and fucking Black
Captain
Widow.
Marvel allegedly made $1 billion.
Allegedly.
Right, but
allegedly, just like the hashtag Me Too was
right,
allegedly.
right. But Ant-Man did not allegedly make anything close to that.
Still, look, man. Honestly,
Ant-Man still rated as one of the better movies.
Yes, and I don't really care much for the character Ant-Man itself. Like I love him in the cartoons. He's great in the new Marvel movies. Paul Rudd, I mean, he just gives you a very good experience as far as
absolutely
much better than I've seen in most characters. So I mean, I would
That's
not.
Paul Rudd plays the everyman. Scott Lang is the everyman. Even though he has
Exactly.
powers, he's an everyman.
But like
You
he's
can
also
relate.
real. He's like the dude who just doesn't do shit. He's got a belly. He's fucking paying child support. He's got a fucking ankle bracelet.
He doesn't have a belly. Did you see his with him with his shirt off? What are you talking about? They all.
He's not Thor.
He's not Thor, but
He's
he's
not
not.
Thor.
But he does. He's not us.
But like in 2005, I could have related. So, all right. It's
You
tough, man.
were on child support in 2005.
No, like I was pretty thin.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
allegedly.
it sucks because I would love to see him. Like
Well, I mean, he's not going anywhere. I mean, they said he might be in. I think he would do well. I think Ant-Man does best in an ensemble. I like him in an ensemble. Listen, the first one was good. The second one was lame as shit.
It was sad because Anthony died.
Who?
Oh, wait, no.
Who the hell died? Nobody died.
Anthony, the fucking ant.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
the first one.
That's fucking ant.
Yeah, but I didn't. I mean, whatever.
Look, I'm much rather see him than see the fucking Hulk. Unless, since.
But the Hulk also works in an ensemble.
Fuck the Hulk. But the only time I would like to see Hulk in his own movie again, which has been rumored since
World War Hulk.
World War.
War Hulk.
What?
World War Hulk.
No, man.
I was.
Fucking. What's Wolverine's name?
Oh! Hulk versus Wolverine.
Logan?
Right.
I know that. What's the actor's name?
Who? Mark
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman
Hugh Jackman.
mentioned that he would consider coming back as Logan
Wolverine. Yeah.
for Wolverine versus the Hulk.
But they wouldn't do it though. Why won't they do it? Because they need an actor who's gonna play Wolverine for 10 years. He's done. He won't come back.
He just said it himself in the interview.
But he'll come back for one movie. But I'm
Exactly.
I'm telling you right
I'll do
now, Disney won't do it. I mean, Marvel won't do it. Marvel needs an actor who's gonna stick around in their role
Listen.
for at least 10 years. They're not gonna have him come back just for one time and then recast his role. It won't happen.
Look at Cobra Kai.
What about Cobra Kai?
20 years later, he's back.
But he never said he never wanted to play the character again.
Okay.
Now, what's his name again? What's his name?
Look
What's his
at
name?
Han Solo.
What's his name?
With-
Yeah, but he
with-
came back
with-
for one
with-
time, and he only
And
came
then guy
back.
got killed.
Right, he came back, and that was
Doesn't matter.
but he only came for one time. But they only need him one time.
Dude, they throw money at fucking Hugh Jackman, bro.
He's not gonna do. They're not gonna do it because it would make a lot of money. But they want an actor to play Wolverine for at least 10 years for like 6-7
He
movies.
has a point.
They're not gonna waste their time for one time. Maybe one of those
Listen.
crossover like special like
Absolutely.
many different worlds thing. He'll come in as a cameo, but no, definitely not.
I think if they did a one-time movie and then
I think they do.
a one-time movie with not Mark Ruffalo but fucking
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton, that'd be gangster.
That would be
That'd be
gangster.
pretty fucking
That would be
gangster,
gangster.
dude.
Oh, a
How
Mark
about
shot?
with the
How about a low-budget Netflix Hulk versus Wolverine? Obviously,
Low budget.
Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Lou Ferrigno is still the Hulk. Just green body.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
That would be good.
Okay. Hell yes. All practical effects. I want you to Dark Crystal this shit. Yes.
that
Absolutely.
would be interesting.
But
Very
here's the
interesting.
thing, though. I don't believe there's ever going to be a Hulk versus anybody. How are they going to? How they would need to? I can't see how they're going to go from Professor Hulk back to raging, maddening Hulk. They have to do something where Bruce Banner gets sucked and lost again.
Or they can do like an in-between kind of thing.
Well, between when could have?
No, it would actually be pretty good. Would be Hulk versus Spider-Man or Hulk versus Thor.
No, well, there's
Guys,
I need them.
It's not hard for it to happen.
I guess
So
Hulk,
all that has to happen is that somebody has to be stronger than the Hulk. If
What?
someone who's physically stronger than it, you have to understand the smarter he becomes, the weaker he is.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
point- So what ends up happening is that what he's going to end up doing is just going to a berserker rage and then go from one extreme to the other.
What's gonna make him go into berserker rage?
I got it.
Natasha's dead.
No.
Black Widow's dead.
Someone's going to shit on his petunias outside, bro.
Huh?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
Someone's going to take a shit on his petunias and he's going to go shit watch.
No.
Okay.
I think they cast Liv Taylor and somebody calls her Elwin, and that's it.
They should bring Liv Tyler back. Could you imagine?
Dude,
No, and then kill her in front of him.
They all have nudes online.
No.
And let me guess, you sent it to
Well,
us, right?
actually, no, I have it. Not this time. But I will say that that will be interesting because they're talking about bringing the Red Hulk anyways.
That'd be gangster.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see.
And
All right,
she
we're-
is the Red
I-
She-Hulk, by the
I want
way.
to say this is about Ant-Man, and somehow we all just went on to the Hulk. I want World War Hulk. I want to see that. That should be the next big movie for I don't know how they'd pull it off because
Anyways,
You mean
the
Thor Ragnarok?
yeah, no, that was Planet
Yeah?
Hulk. I
Oh,
want
oh.
World War Hulk when he comes down and beats the living shit out of everybody.
hey,
That's
not
what I
for
want to
not,
see.
but not for nothing. Well, the thing is that they've already passed that point in time,
That's
so
what
they
I'm
wouldn't be able to
saying.
do it. Yeah.
And that's the sad part about it. They ruined it.
Real quick before we move on, just here's one thing I've always wondered. So for DC movies, right? Have you guys seen the cartoons that's come out? They're fucking outstanding.
Oh, of course.
From people.
Outstanding.
Now, why don't the fucking live action movies take a page from the cartoons?
It's funny. There was an article about that, about why they won't do that. Why they won't, because there is a creative head for the DC extended animated universe. I forgot what it's called.
So, have you seen the Justice League movie? Like, not
Which one? War?
War is a good one.
All
But
of them.
that's against the Teen
They're
Titans.
all.
No, War is when they first come together and they're fighting Apocalypse, I believe.
Okay, not that one. There was one that came out in the early 2000s when they went back in time to World War II.
I don't think I saw that one.
Okay. Or remember when the Justice League cartoon came out? They had a
Oh,
movie
so
in
good.
the beginning. In the movie in the
Yeah,
beginning,
mhm.
when they
Yeah.
first had Martian Manhunter and a bunch of aliens came down.
Yeah.
Why the fuck don't they do those? They look. They're not even rated R, and they're fucking good.
Mhm.
Like the story is good. The
Mhm.
content is good. The settings are good. The
Mm-hmm.
scripts are good. I actually fucking okay. I like Wonder Woman and the live action ones because I want to fuck I got that. But I actually like fucking Wonder Woman in the cartoons as a person.
Yeah,
Not just the
oh.
meat I want my dick in. Like I actually like her as a fucking person, as a human being.
Wow.
Like
You guys don't get how powerful that is.
do you know how good your
You're-
fucking writing has to be to get me to fucking like goddamn Wonder Woman?
Mm-hmm.
And respect her.
Not as a sex object, and respect.
Wow.
Totally 100% would have her babies. Like I don't mean get her pregnant. She can get me pregnant. Right? Like the cartoons fucking do it right.
Yeah. It's
But
true.
Actually, to piggyback off of that, it's insane. The drastic difference in referencing to the way that they do things between Marvel animated, not Marvel, sorry, the DC animated world and the live action world for DC. Even the TV shows.
True. Even the TV shows are kind of do it better. TV shows do a better Superman. The TV shows do a better crossovers, and you know what I'm saying, like their events are huge. Like I don't know what they but and you would think that if they were smart, they would cross the TV shows over the movies and just pull from there.
You're right.
But
like look at Clone Wars and look at The Last Jedi.
like what do you mean? Like the Clone Wars is fantastic.
The Clone Wars was fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes.
It was simple kids programming writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like The Last Jedi. I'm not saying I hate it.
I'm saying I hate it.
I know you hate it because you're a cuck. But the fucking Clone Wars were look, I still put it on as background noise. And whatever I'm doing, sometimes I even stop and it stops coming background noise and I sit down and I fucking watch like, oh shit. The fucking brother and sister is fucking
fucking brother and sister. We gotta move on.
Yeah.
For a short episode.
He's not far from it, man.
Moving on to his article comes from sci-fi-wire.com or sci-fi.com. No, the new Battlestar Galactica series from Mr. Robot creator won't be a reboot after all. So when the news broke that Mr. Robot creator Sam Esmail was working on a new version of Battlestar Galactica for NBC, upcoming streaming service Peacock, which is the dumbest name ever, word spread around the internet that it would be a reboot of the series, and originally conceived by Glenn Larson and later remade by Ronald D. Moore. And although details of the upcoming show are scarce, most likely because it's in beginning stages, Ismail to take into social media to set the record straight. His BSG will not be a reboot of Moore's version, so it'll be in the same world, and that's really interesting because one, I love Ronald D. Moore's version of Battlestar Galactica. Has any of you guys watched the Battlestar Galactica reimagined?
we are supposed to watch it together.
Okay.
You know what actually would be great for that idea that I had with the Geek Bros Airbnb?
Okay.
We can definitely do this.
Binge watch the mini series and then go from there and see if you guys are digging it.
We'll wake up at like 6 a.m.
Mhm.
Start drinking and watching it.
No, it work.
I have not seen that.
No, we don't. You've
No.
you've seen it?
No.
No?
You're part of that too. So look, we'll
I've actually okay. I know of Battlestar Galactica. I know that there's things called Cylons, and some of
Yes.
them are sexy, and some of them look like buckets, and big tin cans.
listen.
I know that they have some pretty cool planes, and there's a pilot that everyone knows from the original, Battlestar Galactica. But that's as far as I know.
Listen, we can get the Airbnb, take assets, stay up for 33 hours, watch everything, and do the reviews.
Our brain would be on fire to do these reviews. Could you imagine?
Allegedly.
Could you? I mean, we could do it.
We'll
could do it.
We'll have Field drive us to Airbnb and pick us.
That's true. He is of age. It's time to learn. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel. I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica fan. I loved Ronald D. Moore's reboot or reimagining. It was amazing, and the fact that they're telling a story within that universe. My only problem is though, I don't know what they're gonna tell. Because Battlestar Galactica the Battlestar Galactica, the original show itself, the original reimagined show, doesn't lend much to extensions unless they're going to be telling a story within the fleet that was already going on. But then they got to follow that and follow the chronology. They already did a prequel series with Capricorn, which I loved. And unless they're going to do like an in-between, which they kind of did as well with Blood and Chrome, I don't know where in that world there's a story to tell. So I'm actually quite curious to see what they're planning on doing or how this is going to go. Unless they're going to do the Pegasus story. That's great with Pegasus. But then again, all the actors have aged up like 10 or 15 years now. So I don't even know how that's going to work. But I'm excited about it. I love the reimagining. I absolutely love that world. And he even got the blessing of Ronald D. Moore. So hopefully they do something spectacular.
That actually means a lot.
Yeah, he does. He's like, yeah, go for it. Because they asked him, hey, how do you feel about us doing something in your world? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. So, we'll see. All right, moving on to the next topic. Aaron Eisenberg, whatever. The actor who played Nog on Deep Space Nine has died. His article comes from Gizmodo.com. The actor responsible for bringing the Ferengi Nog to life in Deep Space Nine has died. The news comes from his widow, who shared the information on Facebook a Saturday night, like 2 weeks ago. The actor, at age 50, worked in Hollywood during the 80s and 90s through his best-known role for Nog in Deep Space Nine. I didn't know he wasn't a kid. I didn't realize that he wasn't
a little person.
Yeah,
he was a Gary Coleman.
Yeah, but he sounded just like a kid. Like I didn't know he wasn't a kid. He played Nog very, very well. Like I would have no idea.
I mean, it's not so hard to change your voice a little bit to sound like a child.
All right, well, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Oh, insensitive.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. You're right. You're right. Moving on. Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum to reprise their roles.
Dern can fucking get it.
No. No, hold on. And Jeff Goldblum to reprise their roles of the original Jurassic Park World 3. This comes from Yahoo.com's Entertainment. Now about Laura Dern.
Okay. You know that part in The Last Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
When she flies the cruiser into the...
Cruiser of Peace into White Supremacy?
So I picture that she's the other Juggernaut.
Uh-huh.
And that's my dick. I'm just... straight through. All that purple hair, bro.
She looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
She did not. She looks old.
She did. No, she does not.
Racist.
You're just jealous, bro.
What? No. Look, whatever. So the original stars of Jurassic Park, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum, will be returning for 2021's third Jurassic World. The studio found a way for the stars to reprise their roles as Dr. Ellie Sattler, Dr. Alan Grant, and Dr. Ian Malcolm, respectively, in the current untitled third installment of Jurassic World series, says Colin Trevorrow, who directed 2015's Jurassic World. So I'm glad they're back. My favorite character was, of course, Dr. Alan Grant. I thought he was great. Jurassic Park 1 and Jurassic Park 3 were my thing because of Alan Grant. I watched it for Alan Grant. I liked his character. I like Sam Neill as an actor. Good. Yeah, I like him as an actor.
My favorite part of him, he's in a Jeep and he's like... They do walk out.
I just like the way he portrayed his character. Nature finds a way. So, huh?
Nature finds a way.
That's not Dr. Grant.
I know, it's Malcolm.
Oh, okay. Well, we're talking about Dr. Grant.
Nature.
Exactly. So you need to do it right. So I'm thrilled to death. I can't wait to see what this is because let me tell you right now, Jurassic World 2 was hot garbage. It was hot garbage. Some really sad parts. Like what? What was sad about it?
Like, you know when they were leaving the island and that one dinosaur kind of burned? I was like,
oh yeah, come on. Yeah.
Did you know that they said that they're trying to claim that it's the same dinosaur from Jurassic Park 1 that did the same thing? They're saying it was the exact same dinosaur.
I'm not a dinosaurologist, but I don't think so.
Well, that's what they said. They said that he did
Who
the same
fuck said
thing.
that? Vegans?
No, they said that's the same dinosaur from Jurassic Park 1 that did the same.
Yeah, I fucking heard
That was him. That was the same dinosaur or whatever.
Nah.
So, listen,
Oh, you
dinosaurs
see
in
the same
general.
animation. They took the CGI
Dinosaurs in
animation from a
general
30-year-old
are
movie
a
and put it over
myth,
there.
so it doesn't even matter. So, just saying.
You know, black people are a myth.
What do you mean?
There's no such thing as black people.
Okay.
It's just white guys who need less vitamin D. Or sorry, who need more vitamin D. Wait, who need less vitamin D?
You lost.
No, who need more.
You lost the thread. We're gonna move on to.
Yeah, I was ready to argue.
We're moving on to Smallville's Michael
So
Rosen
close.
this crossover as Lex.
So close.
This article comes from Yahoo.com/entertainment, and he is not going to be in the crossover. And here's the reason why. When they approached his manager, they basically said, hey, "We want you to be in it. We don't have a script for you. We don't know what you're going to do, and we're not really going to pay you that very much." And he's like, "Yeah, no thanks." So I get it. I'm upset that so far this is what it's saying so far. I'm upset that he's not going to be in it because he is the best Lex Luthor. We even made a post on our Geek Bros Facebook saying that he is the best Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
he was the best Lex Luthor.
And he put his tongue down Lana's throat.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And you
good.
just reminded me of comments. I didn't do our comments. Yeah, we gotta get to that. So before we're done, I gotta get to that. So I'm upset about it, but I get it. I respect him. That listen, he is a professional, and if you're gonna ask him to come back, you gotta give him something to do. He's not gonna go over there and just not show up for nothing and for no reason. So I get it. I'm it's upsetting, but I get it. You guys agree? In your own profession.
Hey man,
I'm not drinking.
Get your worth, bro.
Exactly.
Do you, boo boo?
Or at least give him something. I'd come back as a favor, but you gotta know what I'm doing.
He was. He made Smallville.
Of course.
He made Smallville.
Yeah, he was a
like you see those highlights, like bro. If Clark wasn't such a fucking little bitch, Lex would have been a good guy.
Yeah.
And it's all centered around Lex and Clark being a fucking little bitch, bro.
I think Lex Luger because a good hero is defined by his villain, by his antagonist, and he was a great antagonist. And it's funny because you're rooting for him. He's gonna be a bad guy, but dude, he has these moments, and you're like, maybe he'll come around.
When he gave Clark a new truck, he should have taken it. And he went out to party with Clark. Clark should have went. They could have been in Vegas doing cocaine off of strippers' asses, bro.
Absolutely, cocaine.
Like Superman cocaine, like Krypton, like green cocaine.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. If he was doing cocaine, Lex would be messed up, and he'd still be sober, and Lex would be like, are you,
Well,
yeah, by then they've been best friends, and they would have been fine.
You were pretty high, so you were seeing shit.
That is true.
Also, when you're like balls deep in like a bunch of hookers and cocaine, you're not gonna care about your
hookers
friends.
and cocaine.
Trust
I think we've got away from it. So.
Wait, hold on. So what's that? What's it when you take a rail?
Which episode that was? Oh, it didn't air in the U.S.
No. I was like, what was it? When you take a rail off some guy's dick?
What? What?
What?
You lost the thread too. We're moving on to Disney.
But that would have happened in Vegas.
We're moving on to Disney Parks president steps down amid low Galaxy's Edge attendance, Garbanzo. This article comes from InsideTheMagic.net. And yes, Catherine Powell, president of Disney Parks West, has resigned her post amid disappointing numbers in attendance at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, as both California and Orlando. Her permission has been eliminated, and she will work to assist her staff in transitioning to report to Bob Chapek, the chairman of Disney Parks or whatever. So, yeah. Tell me again that that Star Wars isn't failing.
Can I go piss and you guys discuss this?
Carry on. Carry on.
Okay. Actually, the way it works is very simple. It's not that it's failing; it's that they overprojected. I'm sorry. The thing is that everyone they had the numbers for the first week, right? Because they had put out and there's a lot of hype. Problem is that everyone sees all the numbers and all the things that's going on there, so people are going to go ahead and they're going to take their time. I know at least a few dozen people that have told me straight up, "Oh, I don't want to go the first year. I'm going to wait till next year because it's going to be too busy. It's going to be too crowded, and I want to be able to enjoy it. And I want to get all the kinks out of everything. And I want to wait. I want to wait until they finish building because they have another ride, the Rise of the Resistance, which is not opening until it was supposed to be open by my birthday, but now it looks as if it's not going to be open until like December.
May I make a comparison? We didn't see low numbers or anybody resigning when Harry Potter World opened up in Universal. We actually there were high numbers. It was so busy there for months on end that people could really enjoy it for what, a year or so. Nobody stepped down. They didn't have any low numbers, and people showed up in droves. So why is it that this same phenomenon did not reflect? And arguably, Star Wars is a bigger brand than Harry Potter. Why didn't this happen with Harry Potter?
This is the Jews.
Mm. Also, the way they have Harry Potter set up,
Mm-hmm.
it's 2 rides. They have one is multiple rides.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 4 now, right? With the new Hagrid,
Yeah, 4.
not including the train between the two. Okay, if they would have opened it up with nothing but the Gridnot ride, just that one Gridnot ride, that is it, nothing else. Okay,
I'm pretty
with
sure
everything else
they
on
only opened up with 2
standby.
rides, correct?
No,
They
they
only
opened up with 3. No, man, they
they didn't
opened up
open
with
up with 3
3.
rides.
Yes, they did. They had the roller coaster on one side, which used to be the Dueling Dragons.
Right, but
Okay,
that was yeah, but that was already okay. That was just a repurposed ride. That doesn't count. And everybody,
it still qualifies as
but
the same
no, it
thing.
doesn't.
The Dueling Dragon's gone?
Yeah, they turned it into something else. It's the same concept though. It's just a different name. That's all it is. But that's just a repurposed ride. Everybody knew that was a repurposed ride. That doesn't count. You can't use that at all. This is, you know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say basically. I don't know if you heard my comparison. He's trying to say that they overprojected, and that's the reason why the numbers didn't meet their status. But I'm saying that Harry Potter World opened up, and we didn't hear anybody resigning. We didn't hear any low numbers. It was overstuffed. You're basing it on the simple fact that okay, they may have had 1 or 2 rides or 3 rides ready, and this place only has 1 ride and a whole area. That's still not enough to get a massive horde there. I mean, come on now, Garbanzo, let's be reasonable. This
Okay,
brand is
they
huge.
also increased ticket prices by almost 20%. So the fact of the matter is, the same people that were
Not everybody knew that. Not everybody knew that. I didn't know that
I
until
listen. And so hold on, that's one point. That's my point, though. So people who could afford to go before can no longer afford to go now, and then they have to save. They have to save up longer to be able to go. Also, the drink prices there. I'll give you for example, blue milk, non-alcoholic.
of
It comes out
course,
of a
but all that came out in the weeks after it opened. Not the day not when it first leaded up to it.
okay.
The fact of the matter is though, let's be reasonable. I know what you're saying, and
I,
I respect your expertise in
no,
this,
no,
but
no.
people
What I'm
will
trying to
pay
say,
for what they want. You know that for a fact. They will pay any
I
money if there's a demand.
once they'll do it once, maybe twice, but you're not gonna have to repeat people that go over and over again, which is a lot of the time that they go to the Harry Potter one. Okay, where I can go and get a butter beer for $4 and change,
Hmm.
okay, and have the experience of having it, which they failed trying to to copy with LeFou's brew over in Magic Kingdom.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay,
But all right, over projection aside, and you're giving valid arguments, but is that all enough to justify the resignation of the part of the president of Disney Parks?
have you not seen South Park? That mouth is ruthless, man. The mouse does not care. The fact of the matter is that you can it's a sink or swim situation, and she probably went.
I don't know. I mean, I respect
I
again. I
I
know
love
your
Disney.
industry. I know you know your numbers, but the simple fact of the matter though is that if it was just a matter of a little bit of overpriced stuff, they'd lower the price. If it was if it was a matter
No, they
of
won't.
over projection, if it was a matter of over projection, they'd recognize they over projected it, and they would
They
have.
would.
The fact that it was this bad enough that she had to resign, that speaks volumes for the brand, Garbanzo. And I wish you'd
But,
really like understand what that
Or
means.
she got her segment.
okay,
Too.
so here's the thing. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna go one way or the other too strongly.
I've
I
gone
can
way
see if,
strongly.
but my whole thing is that until I get there, until I witness it, till I get that sensation, I walk through the gates of Batu, enter Black Spire's Post, have my fuzzy tauntaun, that kind of stuff, and then check out the layout, see how people interact and what they could add to really kind of live the experience, make the experience a little better. I'm not gonna make a final judgment because right now it's all hearsay because we don't know. We're just going on based on other people's experiences. Where depending on the kind of fan you are, you may hate the place, you
I'm
may
not
love the
concerned.
place, and so on and so forth.
I didn't say anybody said they didn't like the place. All we're
Oh, I've heard
discussing
many people that
is
they
low
said it wasn't
numbers.
worth the price to go.
Oh. Well, I didn't hear that. That's not what we're discussing. We're discussing the fact that there are low numbers. But we're gonna table this and we're gonna move on. But I would defer to you. But as of right now, the debate continues between me and you as the war for the force and the life of Star Wars continues, because Star Wars to me is dead. I'm just being real. All right.
Oh,
So
well,
I mean, I have
we'll
questions.
see. We'll see.
Yes.
Ahsoka's coming to Battlefront too.
Mm.
Yes. Ahsoka
About time.
lives.
Oh, this is strong as hell. Wow. All right.
That's
He's at
what
the
she
bottom
said.
of it. We're gonna move on to that. Is what she said. We're moving on to Star Wars Shocker. Marvel's Kevin Feige developing a new movie for Disney. This comes from HollywoodReporter.com. Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy is pursuing a new era of Star Wars storytelling, and knowing what a diehard fan Kevin is, it made sense for these two extraordinary producers to work on a new Star Wars film together. Walt Disney co-chair Alan Horn tells the Hollywood Reporter. Now, this again, I dovetail and I say this again. This is another example of the brand of Star Wars is suffering, and they need to make drastic measures and drastic changes. Why do I say this? Because per reports in the past, Kevin Feige has offered his help from the very beginning to help with Star Wars, and they kept on refusing him and saying no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. And now all of a sudden, and if I was Kevin, I'd have been like, screw you. I've been dying to get in this, and now you guys want me? You're right, and I understand it's the money. So again, and I understand what you're saying, Garbanzo, but we're hitting it again. If Star Wars was on sound footing, why are they bringing in the mastermind of Marvel to jump in and help?
I'm gonna make this very clear.
Here we go.
I lived through the darkest times for Star Wars.
I
fans.
know you live 1/4 mile at a time. I do.
No. I mean the darkest times, the dark times when people were selling Star Wars toys for $1.50 in the bargain bin, where the same toys are now worth $60, $70, $100. Okay, when Star Wars was thought as the most detested, or whatever, it's like a fanatic movie. Like, oh, the only people that like Star Wars are the same people that like Rocky Horror Picture Show, and things like that. That is
a good movie, but I don't see.
It is a fantastic.
But I don't see how the two can. What? Those are two different. Okay, carry on.
Now, continuing, and what I'm trying to say is that, so even if Star Wars right now takes a dip, it goes from 10 and drops to 7. It's still not going to drop down to the 2 or 3 that we were living in the late 80s, early 90s time period when we're as a Star Wars fan. So even at a 7, I'm still higher than it's still higher than a 2, 3. So I'm good. Even if it does take a dip, it's still going to survive and it's still going to come back because Star Wars always survives.
I understand, but Terminator has always survived, and it hasn't been good since T2. I'm going to end my comment with that.
Well, I think Salvation wasn't bad.
I like Salvation, but critically, it's been panned. Nothing since T2 has been great.
The critics
in the box office is what make it. That's why there's no more Salvation after that. I liked Salvation, but the simple fact of the matter though is that Terminator franchise has been chugging along, and nobody will let it die because it's a big franchise. Same thing's gonna happen with Star Wars is gonna keep chugging along, and they're not gonna let it die until it needs a complete and total reboot. And if Star Wars is ever rebooted, I hope I'm dead and gone.
They will never reboot Star Wars, dude.
Oh yeah, what? Have you lost your mind? They reboot everything.
No, there's too much lore. There's too much background. They can't.
Absolutely nothing. All right, we're moving on to our final topic. The rise, a new leak. This article comes from yahoo.com/ I will take pina colada snow. Thank you. We're still drinking. A new Star Wars leak says Rise of Skywalker may have another awkward love triangle. I love this. One of the most memorable details of the first Star Wars trilogy is the love triangle between Han, Luke, and Leia. Cringy and incestuous as it might be, the horny energy between the three leads made for a hilarious titillating scenario that has become iconic as R2-D2. While Harrison Ford, Luke Skywalker, and Carrie Fisher... Wait, what? Why would they do that? While Harrison Ford, Luke Skywalker, and Carrie Fisher... Why did they do that?
Yeah, you do. Hey, that annoyed the crap out of me last time because that is not fair.
While Harrison Ford, Luke Skywalker, and Carrie Fisher... Why would they do that?
That's such a disrespect to Mark Hamill.
That is a disrespect. I'm going to rewrite it. While Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher have all played central roles to this new Disney Star trilogy, there will still be much, by the way, romance in episodes 7, 8, and 9. Actually, unless you count the enigmatic connection between Rey and Kylo Ren, or the awkward kiss between Rose Tico and Finn. Oh boy, there hasn't really been any.
Wasn't that awkward?
Sequence. Yes. What? It came out of nowhere, and they're making out as the bunker blows up. That's not awkward.
No, it was they
And
had been through a lot of
she
crap.
kissed him, and he was like, "This is him.
Yes.
This was
Because
him."
he's black and she's Asian.
I was jealous because you know me. I want me an Asian girl. So Rose Tico, call me. What's her name?
So-
Kelly Marie Tran.
Remember her at Celebration? She got some fat ass titties, huh?
Yeah. Kelly Marie Tran, I love you. I'd love to take you out on a date. Hit me up. 954. Sorry, what?
That'd be so hot.
Wouldn't it be?
Dude, I'm so jealous.
Oh my god. So anyway,
Say what?
so say what? Keep going. Oh, I don't even know.
When?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you very much. This is gonna taste delicious. Watermelon pina colada. What?
Watermelon pina colada. That's kind of yes. Yeah, I think.
It
Yeah,
sounds
go ahead.
good. Sounds good. Watermelon. As we already know, Roasty goes into. I don't even know what this is about. So this
No,
basically is
it's
gonna
about.
be, what? Carry on.
It's actually what it's basically doing is that there's already kind of like a weird kind of energy between most of the cast. Now they're adding in another female who supposedly is going to have another nervous kind of energy between, I think, Poe Dameron and Finn. So,
Garbanzo, hold on, time out.
or maybe we get lucky and she'll have it with Ray
Don't get mad.
or Rose.
We have not been recording for the past hour.
That's not true. It's right here. It says it.
All right. So with that being said, before we move on, I forgot to get to comments and questions from you, the audience. That's how. Here we go. Yours is really red. What is that? Like a wine?
It's something.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
The
For
blood of the innocents.
Facebook comments, we posted on facebook.com/Geek Bros. Why Smallville's Michael Rosenbaum is still the best Lex Luthor. And we got a comment from our homeboy Bryson Jones. He said, yes, he is, and he always will be Lex. So we definitely agree with that. Instagram, that's Geek Bros with a 0, GEKB or 0S. We got 3 fires from, say the name again?
3 fires?
Yes, right here from Bella Mayathong.
Bella
Mylathong. All right, I'm getting there. On our episode 79 video recap video picture, and for the Geek Bros 79 video recap, Middle Earth hashtag _ Prime said wow, and then he also commented again, so awesome, on our video recap preview of 79 because we were talking about Middle Earth and stuff like that with Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
A lot.
Actually, but really quick,
Mhm.
is it possible to do like a mini-sode, Where's Bella, but like really a family podcast?
Yeah, PG. We can absolutely.
Because I mean, I would love to have her and her father on. Her father's
Yeah.
pretty tight, and she's pretty cool. I mean,
Do it.
She's gonna be a Disney princess one
Do
day.
it. Why don't we have her like review Frozen 2 or something? The trailer that came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that came out. Let her discuss how great it is. Let them have let her come on
I
for a
will
mini so.
text her father. Yeah.
Do it. I'm down for it. You let me know and we make it happen. Because we love audience engagement, believe it or not. So we also have another comment I posted on our Geek Bros with a 0 yahoo.com. I got all 5 badges in Pokemon Masters, and of course Asher Fred FX of course commented, I have invested just $400 in @Ellen_Fred33 and made a profit of $4,000 within 5 days of trade. I sincerely recommend binary trading for the future. For it's the future. So yeah, thanks for that random spam you put under my awesome, thrilling accomplishment of getting all 5 badges in Pokemon Masters. YouTube comments. We have for our Geek Bros mini-sode that we put out there. Squeezy Bits, he says, reviewing movies is like sharing a bottle of wine with a friend. There's that one guy that just wants to get zooted. That's flex. And there's there's that one guy who states, this has been matured for 16 months. 55% was it Wingardium, and 45% Livasca Oak. 69.
Real shit, Garbanzo no shit took a wine appreciation class at FIU.
Well, he's saying that's me. I'm be the one who would break down the drink while you're getting wasted. I'm sitting there saying there's a light oaky flavor to it with just a hint of lime and oak. So
you're more like a Donald Trump.
Has chocolate.
How dare you? Why would you say that? Donald Trump is a fantastic president. Sorry, let me not even get into politics. And that's it for comments and questions from you, the audience. Of course, this is backwards. Thank you for tuning in to Keepin with the Geek Bros, episode 81, take 2. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, that's and Twitter, Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEKB or 0S. Email us, geekbros with a 0 at yahoo.com. Please, guys, email us, send us your information, send us anything, because the emails have dried up again. I'm very sad. And guys, if those of you guys who do the Invasion from WrestleTopia. What happening? We're waiting for the next issue. I'm kind of sad.
I need more. I need more.
Yeah, fuck, man.
I don't know where they are. So we
I mean, look, I'll pay for it. But where can I buy it?
Yeah, true. That's true.
I haven't seen that past special in the future.
Oh well, I mean, they said they were going to send you the information. Did you email them to get the signed copy?
Have you guys looked at Comicology yet?
I told you to email them. They send you a signed copy, huh?
Have you guys looked at Comicology yet?
I don't know about that.
No, the only place I've been to is past, present, and future, and Tate's because they're both close to me.
Exactly. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. Of course, every Wednesday, as long as there's no issues and no audio snafus, as WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place to listen to us. And of course, our video recaps come days later. Yeah, YouTube.com/VibRev Studios. Got gents shameless promotion before we wrap up.
Y'all motherfuckers can find me.
Oh my God.
On goddamn fucking Instagram and Twitter at Darth_Flex, and fucking Instagram at Inebriated Craftsman. Super easy to find, not that hard. Just fucking type the words in.
That's right. Fucking type those words in. Garbanzo.
Look, I'm not gonna let this fucking twat waffle use more curse words than actually. Yeah, I will. Anyways, so you can actually find me on the gram, on Twitter, and on Twitter. on the YouTubes on BEANTKE 278. Again, it's BeanTeke 278, BEANTKE 278, or Garbanzo's Corner on Facebook.
Jazz hands. I'm Vibe. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. That's VibRev Studios, VIBEREV Sorry about that. I'm drinking too much. No, I'm not on Grindr anymore.
Anymore?
Okay, I'm just saying. I got really low. Okay, I got lonely. Okay, so things happen. Okay?
You're looking for cuddle buddies. Just platonic cuddle buddies.
Okay. Listen, I don't have that bromance anymore. Okay, ever since the artist formerly known as Juancho left, that bromance is gone. So I went on Grindr to find myself a new Juancho. Who knows? So
as of today, you can find us at Geek Meets on Chat Roulette.
It's fake news. Guys, don't forget that we have a Halloween special coming up Thursday, October 31st, where we're going to be talking about nothing but controversial and spooky topics. Not just my topics, all the gentlemen here all gave topics, and we're all going to be doing it, and it's just going to be a good solid hour and a half of just talking about random things. Check it out. It's going to be fun. I'm excited about it. It's going to be off topic and just talking shit, so you might want to enjoy that. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to Keepin' the Geek Bros, episode 81, take 2. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.